In this nerdy world, it takes its shape from the minds of icons and the fans that inhabit it. In this episode, we investigate one of Nintendo's greatest icons and creator of some of the most memorable video game characters of all time.
Here we go!
The basics. Icon name, Shigeru Miyamoto. Claim to fame, the creator of Mario, Zelda, Pikmin, a lot of other Nintendo IPs, and is the lead creative officer, creative fellow of Nintendo. Before Nintendo, Shigeru Miyamoto was born in Japan in the town of Sonobe in Kyoto on November 16, 1952. His family lived a modest life, and he eventually went off to college to graduate with a degree in industrial arts. But sadly, he could not find a job in that sector. But being a fan of manga, he hoped to become a mangaka, or a Japanese comic artist and writer, which honestly shines through in all his works today. In 1977, his dad arranged a job interview through a mutual friend. Shigeru Miyamoto was hired by the Hakufu playing card and toy company, Nintendo, as a toy designer, artist, and apprentice. And yes, Nintendo made playing cards and was originally founded in 1889. Miyamoto's first attempt into game making was when he was in charge of the art design for an arcade game, Sheriff. And after seeing Space Invaders for the first time, it inspired him to move into the game development scene, and helped Nintendo develop their next arcade game, Radar Scope. Using this game, Nintendo tried to penetrate the North American market, but ultimately failed. This left a huge backlog of unsold units, so the president of Nintendo at the time told Miyamoto to convert the unsold units into a new game, to which Miyamoto has stated in the past, only because no one else was available. And this is where Donkey Kong started to emerge. What made Miyamoto stand out from the crowd is how he sees games, his relationship with the player, and the care he puts into his characters and its story. When it came to Donkey Kong, his development of the project was one of the first ever instances of game development putting the story first and the gameplay second. And this is how Miyamoto still approaches his games to this day. He doesn't care about high scores, epic battles, or cutting-edge competitive multiplayer. It was the adventure, his sense of wonder and fulfillment. Like when making Super Mario Bros. 1, he and Tadashi Tezuka put a massive amount of thought into the very first screen of the game, right down to the Goomba that appears because it's the easiest enemy to kill in the game, the question marks on the blocks to intrigue you, the coins to reward you, and the mushroom, according to Miyamoto, to scare you, and then when it touched you, made you feel awesome. Miyamoto even made Zelda based on his sense of wonder and adventure as a kid when he would traverse the woods of the Kyoto countryside, and found a cave which apparently scared him as a kid for a few days. After stealing his will days later, he ventured in just like a wonderful child most likely would. And that's how he treats you in his games. His games instill that childlike wonder and fun, and sometimes even fear. And Miyamoto's energy for character and game development is apparently contagious, since he also mentored the creator of Pokemon, Satoshi Tajiri, to keep trying when his ideas were initially turned down. So say what you will about his games from past to now, about them being for children, but that doesn't decrease their merit, intelligent design, and the fact that they're just plain fun. Every game of his always leaves a lasting impression, and his genuine love for every character he makes is very apparent, and thinks of them as his children. Sure, some of his ideas are a bit dated, but his philosophy of making fun over money is an attitude that eludes a lot of companies who just push out unfinished games just to capitalize on previous success, not even taking the player into consideration. So, to quote this icon, a delayed game can eventually be good. A bad game is bad forever. So Mr. Miyamoto, thank you for shaping the nerd world, sir, and we'll see you on the other side. And with that, folks, if you want to learn more about Shigeru Miyamoto, then let me know in the comments below. You can also tweet and Facebook what you think by checking the description below for my social media. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you'll be updated when I release a new episode of Nerd World Icons or my other series, Nerd World Problems. Also, don't forget to like this video and share it if you enjoyed yourself. And with that, I'll see you guys on the other side. Bye!